And what is up, you guys? This is the same YouTube channel as always. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Normally the video would be on and you could see me, but the video is actually really bad. And I'm pretty sure that is because of my internet. But either way, we're going to try our best to have a great time today. So for all you guys that out there might be watching or doing whatever, let's get this ball rolling, because a whole bunch of people had a whole bunch of questions and stuff like that. So we fixing to get to it. Give me just a second to finish getting everything set up. I think I pretty much got most of the stuff that I was already looking at that you guys can hear. Thank you guys for checking out. Please hit that like, subscribe, and all of that kind of stuff. Because I'm trying to think job fair. Yeah, just type in Oilfield job fair. You go to Google, Oilfield. Job fair. Because Williston has one coming up. Job fair now, I don't know what that stuff is. March, that's an old one. It's an old one. It's an old one. Trying to think what's the most recent one they got coming up. May, September 7th, oil and gas job fair, Midland, Texas. So that one's already gone by. The next one. Basin hiring events. That's what I'm looking for. You can save this page right here if you want to. The Permian Basin companies and the job fairs and stuff that they have. I got it. We got to go down a minute. May, August. All right, we almost there. September 29th, on a gas job. Get rid of, yeah, just get rid of that. All right, trying to think what else. September 29th. Do they have one earlier than that? Nah, missed the one on August 25th. That one's already gone by. This one right here is going to be at the NCM Fundome. I think that was where I went last time I went to a job fair. September 29th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's the usual time. In person only event, hiring on the spot. When you go there to these types of job fairs, you really want to have everything already ready to go and be prepared to fill out an application when you go there. So already have a resume typed up, ready to give to somebody. And quite a few times you're not going to be giving people resumes. You're going to be filling out an application right then and there. So keep that in mind. So go ahead and get all your background stuff that you need to go get put together, whatever else you got that you could possibly think of, so on and so forth. Oh, there's some comments on here. Oh, doggone it. My bad. Larry, yep, Schlumberger is an awesome company. Asking if Schlumberger is a good company, that is an understatement. Larry, that is an understatement. Is Halliburton a good company, bro? If Halliburton call you, go to work. You ain't even got to think about it. Halliburton solid all the way around. Larry, in the comments, I don't know if Halliburton is. I don't know if they have a stock discounted program. I think Halliburton still has a stock discounted program, or at least that it was. I think it was 5%, 5% or 2.5% stock discount. And I know people that I've met in the oil field. They worked for Halliburton like 10 years and they retired off of that stock discount. So got my CDL suspended. So when I get that fixed, I'm calling them first. Summer J solid. Baker Hughes doesn't do oil field service work, but Baker Hughes still has their chemical stuff as far as I know. I'd have to get in touch with my guys I used to work with. They could tell me more stuff that's going on. Hey, Nick, are you watching this? Doggone it, man. We're going to scroll on. Halliburton stock is doing good right now. Man, if you could have bought Halliburton stock, hold on, let me. Yeah. And Larry, you're right. Halliburton stock, if you could have bought it during the pandemic when it was $5 a share, I don't know if I still got it on my phone or not, but if you bought Halliburton at it was $5.25 a share, and I definitely did buy Halliburton. I bought a lot, and I mean a lot. Like if you ask me and guess, you'd never guess. I bought a lot of Halliburton stock, a lot of it, and I held on to it. So they're talking about there's supposed to be a slowdown or a crash coming up. I don't see it. Not with the state that the current country is in and everything going on with the economy. I don't see another crash coming no time soon. And I don't see the price of stuff going down. Larry said got my CDL suspended, so when I get that fixed, I'll be calling them first. Yep, get that taken care of, bro. Cause hey, man, them CDLs open doors, bro. And yeah, when I'm talking about the Halliburton stock, right on, man. Uh, so I'm looking to see most of the time when it comes to Permian Basin companies, when you're up here, you're looking at the computer screen. Most of the time, they're not gonna have a list of companies that are gonna be there, or they may do it. They may release one on Facebook or something. Now, when you go to the one in North Dakota, but just so everybody knows and everybody gets it, I'm probably gonna screenshot this and put it on my YouTube channel because that's the address, the MCM Grand Fundome East 20 Business. It's easy to find. If you go up to where the Love's truck stop is and go, I think it's north on that road, but it's like right up in there. It's right off of 20. You go north to East 20 Business, and it's right there. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. And there's usually two places they have them at in Texas. One's the MCM Grand Fundome. The other one is the one I went to. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's the Marriott or something. But just make sure y'all got the address. So if y'all want to check out this job fair or take your trip over to Odessa, Texas, because I don't see nothing on here for Shreveport. Okay, I'm assuming this one right here is going to be in October. Yep, October 13th. So if you don't catch one, you can catch this other one. October 13th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is going to be in the same place. Okay, this is going to be in Walters Girls Carlsbad, New Mexico. Do they got one in Shreveport? Do they got one in Shreveport? November 3rd. So these suckers are planned out pretty far. Give me a second. We're going to scroll back up to the top real quick. The only other thing I wanted to look at is let's see, May 30th. It's the most recent one coming up in Williston. August 30th, that one's already gone. Here it is. That's the one I'm looking for. Bam. Semi-annual. They have this twice a year. They have it in the spring and in the fall. The reason they have it in North Dakota this way, every fall, quite a few people gonna take off. They're gonna leave. That's gonna leave quite a few opportunities for people that have never worked in the oil field. Pop Tart going trucking. Yeah, Oilfield pretty much hires all year round unless something unless something crazy goes on, goes on over there in the Middle East, or some kind of coronavirus, which we shouldn't be going through that no time soon again. Yep, I hear you, Pop Tart going trucking. I am at the house too. I am chilling. I'm gonna be at home for a while. I don't know when I'm going back out on the road. But yeah. Okay, so they're having it at the Williston State College. Thursday, September 22nd. So mark your calendars for anybody that's looking to go to the job fair in Williston, North Dakota. Usually when they have this, they'll have one in Dickinson or Minot first, then they'll have it in Williston. So if you don't catch one, or if you're in the Dickinson area, or if you're in the Minot area, you can catch one or the other. The one thing I can say I like about Williston, Williams County, North Dakota, when it comes to information to the public, anything you could think of, they got it. Like like they got information on this very website, Jobs Indy, Job Seekers. They got information on there, the the percentage of employment, the percentage of the profit loss from oil sales, revenue, all the stuff you can think of. If you go to Tanker Monkey's website, when he has those webinars that he posts on his YouTube channel, all that information is on there. And Tanker Monkey knows some other people, and so he can get good quality stuff. And it's going to be from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. That's in Williston, North Dakota, at Williston State College. Pop Targon trucking, I'm doing good. I'm at the house chilling. But yeah, a Tanker Monkey's been up there in the oil field. I'm pretty sure Tanker Monkey was up there way before I was. Yeah, I appreciate that. Appreciate that. And shout out to Larry and Pop Tart Going Trucking for all you guys that are hanging out with me today. Any questions y'all got or what you can think of, now is the perfect time. Throw it out there while we are on the computer. We also go get to a list of jobs coming up. I kind of wish I had got a reefer, and that's really what I should have done. I should have got a reefer when I was looking for a dry van, but I didn't want to spend the extra money and get the reefer. But I really should have. I really should have, because that would have gave me multiple options. Even though some places don't want to load a reefer, it's just a matter of having the most options that you can. Oh yeah, man. I saw you talking to Andrew Jackson on the live stream. It was awesome. Man, I appreciate that live stream. This must have been a while ago. Yeah, yeah, this is a while. Because I don't think he done made a live in a minute. And I always miss him. Will the oil field jobs hire you after fixing suspended CDL? Like, Larry, do you have a driver's license? Because Larry, if you got a driver's license, more than likely you can get hired. But Schlumberger is kind of picky. So, no, what is your driver's license? Like, your regular, like, um, trying to think how to ask it. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me get through. Yeah, yeah. Pop Tart Trucking's right. Each company has different stuff that they look at. Uh, Usually, the bigger and more prolific the company, usually the more they're gonna look into your background to see who they're about to bring on board. But if you still have a regular driver's license, you should be good, or at least to apply and have some kind of positive feedback. You may not be able to operate a commercial vehicle, but a regular driver's license, you can still, start working there in the meantime. Yep, 2 to 3 loads a day, and that's going to depend on how far you're going, whether you're doing pneumatic. And the thing about the oil field over there in West Texas, I'm pretty much Shreveport is about the same. It's all going to depend on how much of that day you want to eat up. Short, short wells, 3 loads a day, easy. Uh, and once again, shout out to Pop Tart Gone Trucking, Larry, and Christopher Holmes. You can get 3 loads a day as long as they got the wells. And also, the more the company that you work for, the more different companies that they're leased on to, the more freight or the more loads that you can get. So if one customer has one well going, you can haul a well for them. Then you can go haul a well for uh Halliburton, and you can go haul a my bad. You can haul a load for Halliburton. You can haul a load for Liberty. You can go haul a load for WST or something or whoever else. You kind of understand what I'm saying. Job fair. I want to see the. Hold on a second, because I need to see the job fair list. That's what I'm. That's what I'm looking for right now. Give me just a second. Jobs indeed. Doggone it. Go ahead. Oh well. I ought to be able to get to it from off this page. Give me just a second. Oh yeah. I didn't tell y'all how to get here, but so let me go back. And I'm pretty sure y'all been here, or if you're on my YouTube channel, up there at the top of my YouTube channel, go to the top and to the right, there's a link that'll bring you to Jobs ND. And then you can go on there and it's got all the different tabs and stuff. Matter of fact, let's just do this real quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Uh, oh, right here. when you go onto the home page on my YouTube channel, it may or may not show it on your phone, where it says Bakken Oilfield Jobs. Click on that right there. It's going to bring you right over to Indie Workforce Connections. This is job services or job seeker services, depending on if you're looking at the sign in front of the building. Scroll down here and you'll see where it says job fairs. Click on that job fairs. And it's got the upcoming job fairs, and you're looking for the big one because they have different ones at different times of the year and all that kind of stuff. And September 1st, UPS is always hiring us. And believe it or not, UPS pays pretty doggone good up there in North Dakota. Tioga Virtual Job Fair, ADM Fargo. I think ADM is that's a farming. I think that's a seed company. Golden Valley Country Outreach, UPS, blah, blah. Basic computer skills, Workforce Wednesday. Hold on a second, we're going to get to some stuff. September 8th. Prairie, Industrial Fargo. That one. There it is. But that's the one that I'm looking for. That sucker right here. So you just go on there. You find all the information relatively easy. Scroll down here to the bottom. With job seekers, click the list, view employers and jobs. And more than likely, they're going to have other companies and stuff on here. Okay, 660 Keys News Radio, part-time news assistant. Like what they call a stringer. I know what that is. Agri Industries. This is a drilling company. A field technician, American State Bank, Amy's Angels, Anchors Oilfield Services. This one, more than likely, is going to be a trucking company. And thank you guys for hitting that like and that subscribe. B&G Oilfield Services, if you're in the Williston, North Dakota area, these two companies ain't going nowhere. B&G Oilfield Services, Badger Daylighting. Badger does hydrovac. That is what Badger does. That is what Badger specializes in. Hydrovac and the very best of hydrovac equipment ever made. Black Hills Trucking, Crude Hauling. What else we got going on up here? Border Planes Equipment. I think Border Planes is a pipeline company. Brigade Energy. So for you guys that don't have oil field experience and you were looking for a company that hire somebody that don't have oil field experience, yeah, Brigade Energy and pretty much any of the workover rig companies is going to be who y'all going to be looking for. And yeah, recruiters do lie. So just keep that in mind because, oh yeah, I got to answer some comments. Some people will ask me some stuff. Hold on a second. Hold on just a second. Cause the guy who said you said your buddy works at Henry Bob's Workers. Well, look who it is. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me get through the comments real quick. It's Henry Bob's Workers that showed up on the doggone line. What is up, man? Henry Bob. Henry Bob, appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. All we doing is talking about some oil field related stuff. That's all we're doing, man. That's all we're doing. Got a little bit of everything going on. Chilling, trying to stay out of trouble. You know the usual stuff. And I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, got to finish doing this right here. But these are the different companies. Any workover rig company. If you don't have any oil field experience and you want to get started as soon as. See, now I got to go make some phone calls because I just saw some. Oh, yeah, another thing. Any of y'all that have any kind of experience doing HVAC, carpentry, plumbing, working at a an apartment complex, anything like that. Some of these apartment complexes, they'll hire somebody and they'll let you live in your own apartment there, while you work there and stuff. So that's one of the pluses. Oh God. But any questions you guys got, now's a perfect time. Man, I appreciate that, Henry Bob. I gotta finish going through some stuff in just a minute. Give me just a second. I'm trying to log back into something. Doggone it. Um, I appreciate that, Henry, but I'm trying to send somebody a doggone message about something. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Yeah, we're getting back to the job fair information that we were looking at. Multi-skill operator for Conoco. Cretus Energy. I'm trying to remember if they were the oil company that haul oil. Copper Tip. See, man, Copper Tip Energy. I got to make some phone calls now. I know some people that work there, and I know some people that don't work there no more. So I need to see. I need to see what's going on. What made you leave? How come you didn't stay there? Man, I was trying to send somebody a message, but that's not working. So we'll continue looking at this right here in the meantime. G Style Trucking Company. Hire truck is all kinds of trucking companies. The Hire Quest, that's the day labor place. They do attempt to hire. And they actually called me and they sent me an email. So okay, they must have a lot of work going on. Horizon Resources is a grain company. You'll be hauling grain going out to farmers. You'll be hauling fertilizer, stuff like that. Industrial equipment sales. JMac is another one of them companies in North Dakota is not going anywhere, probably ever. They do a lot of dirt work, heavy equipment, and those guys, they make pretty good money. Some of it's seasonal, so you'll be off 2 to 3 months out of the year. But if you want to work through, like if you live up there in the area, they'll find some work, haul you some water or something. Loves is always hiring. So is McKenzie County. Neighbors drilling. All rig positions. Now that's the magic word in the oil field. All rig positions. When you see that, that means it is all go. More than likely, they're willing to hire somebody that they normally wouldn't hire. Thank you, Pop Talk Going Trucking. Thank you to all you 5 people watching. You guys are awesome. Next tier. So next tier is doing frac. Yep, frac equipment operators. So for any of you guys that have a regular driver's license, they may require you to have a CDL or next tier, or you kind of tell them the situation. It depends. It really depends. But if you got that regular driver's license, you should be able to get on in neighbors drilling. Larry, you still watching this, Larry? And any other questions you got, now's a perfect time to ask them while we in here throwing down all this information. So what else we have in Dakota? Clean. There we go. Now we got something going. In the energy services, New Century Ag, next year, we talked about them. Trying to think who else. Nova Energy, Roustabout. Oil Patch Group, Oil States Energy, that's another one. Precision Completions, Floor Hand, Derrick Hand, and Drillers. Precision is a drilling company. I don't know if they have a workover rig. part of their company. Stallion Oilfield Services. I know they do quite a few different things out there. Strata is pretty much drivers. They haul dump truck. They do a lot of dirt work and construction up in Williston, North Dakota. I'm pretty sure they're outside that area too. Give me just a second. I need to check something real quick. All right, we're still back and rolling. This is Jerry. U.S. Census, they're always hiring. What else is new? United Rentals, Wallwork Truck Center, Walmart's always hiring. Overnight stockers. That's not a bad job out there in the Bakken, man. And any of y'all that aren't aware, Weatherford's hiring, and Chrome Trucking and Home Service. I tried getting on with Liberty. Even had a call from recruiting. The Chrome Trucking and Home Services. Hey man, the Chrome Trucking. So are you just hauling dry van, or are you doing that? And like, are you moving houses? Because if you are, I can put you in touch with somebody if you got some information, or if you're on, I can find you online. But the Chrome Sugar said I tried getting on with Liberty, even had a call from a recruiter said hiring manager would call 2 weeks back. Never heard from him. Email recruiter back. Never heard. Yeah, some of that stuff can be like that. For example, you'll fill out an application. They'll say, "Yeah, we want to hire you." Matter of fact, there's a video somewhere on my YouTube channel with it. This happened with a lady. They were all on the phone with somebody like, "Yeah, we want to hire you, such and such, such and such." But then when they got up there, they told me some, "Oh no, we decided to go a different direction." Because it ain't just your application they looking at. They looking at 20 or 30 other ones. So it can be, excuse me, it can be like that sometimes. But yeah, if you got your driver's license, you can at least get started somewhere. And hopefully wherever you get started at, that company has enough versatility where you may be comfortable there. You may just want to add branch out and stuff over time. So, wouldn't take you in West Texas to know it. Hey, bro, wait a minute, wait a minute. It depends on what you're trying to do over at West Texas. Like a chrome trucking, you talking about just driving, or you trying to do other stuff? Because if you're willing to work, you can always go frac. You can always go that route. Do some frac work, till you get some experience. As long as you got your driver's license or your CDL. Guy next to I talked to, he said he he didn't have a CDL, but he said next year would train you to get your CDL. I'm pretty sure Halliburton's about the same. Some of the other frac companies about the same. Give me a second. Finish going through the comments. We're gonna go look at frac jobs, because usually frac companies will let you train because they got all kinds of equipment sitting around that yard all the time. Hauling water should always have, right? Hauling water, I like that. I like hauling water better than sand, because hauling water you can turn and burn if you get paid hourly. It's a lot more relaxed, and it's more in North Dakota, in my opinion. It's a lot more an enjoyment, enjoy like peaceful drive. It's like a fun thing to do. But winter comes around in North Dakota, like all the water can suck. Seriously. Oh, you can go wildlife. Yeah, a chrome trucking. Pop Tart Gone Trucking says, let me know what you found out. Yeah, because the only trucking stuff I know is, hey, it's plenty of trucking around here everywhere. It's just a matter of where you want to work at if you got that CDL. Like one guy said, there ain't no such thing as an unemployed truck driver or an unemployed CDL. They just don't exist. Okay, the chrome trucking, you tripping, bro. You tripping, man. You talking about 16 years, man. You can work any place you want to. Any place you want to. 16 years, hell, 5 years you can work any place you want to. Because I'm trying to think, look, 5 years of driving experience, just that by itself, like who ain't nobody gonna turn you down, especially nowadays. But yeah, each company does have different requirements and stuff, so that is true. It kind of depends. I'm using my cell phone for audio, so it may not necessarily be the case. But let me know that y'all can hear me good. We can get back on this. If it's too expensive to unsuspend the license, I might just start over, get trained again at Halliburton. I mean, you're gonna have to take a refresher course, and it depends on what you mean by suspended. Let's say you went to if you went to give a water sample, your license doesn't get suspended from giving a water sample. If you understand what I'm saying. And y'all can't hear me, right? Okay, tickets. Hey man, them tickets that's just a waiting game unless you can. Golly, man. Hold on a second. I know. Can y'all hear me better now? Cali, agree. Um, okay. Thank you. I finally saw the live comment. Just had to move the phone so y'all can hear me better. But to kind of agree, what's the name of the position you can go for with the first CDL? The ones I know of are fracking company. You may find some bootleg and small owner operator companies that might help you out, but without having driving experience, most everybody is going to kind of stay away from it. But a fracking company, you're going to be doing more work and a little bit of driving. So it's kind of 2/3 of work, 1/3 of driving. So it's a good way that you can make money. Quite a few of the companies either have man camps or some kind of housing, or they put you up in a hotel while you're waiting on, you to get your CDL training and all that kind of stuff. Because some companies are laid back on you getting your CDL. Some companies aren't. Some companies are okay. This is the day. But if the work is going good and they got plenty of work and they got good quality people that can do it, and they have enough people on the crew that can drive the equipment, they may let you slide longer than, the 30, 60, or 90 days or whatever. And it really depends on the company. And if it's too expensive to, hold on a second. If it's too expensive to unsuspend the license, I might just start over and get trained again at Halliburton. Yeah, but it depends. It depends on if your license is, because I don't know, man. Here in Mississippi, and it could be different by each state. Tickets you can get off, but the last time I checked, your license will get suspended for a period of time, even after you pay the tickets. So you might want to look that stuff up. But let's get back to the job searching stuff. Before I've been and forgot. I said, give me just a second. And I think that's pretty much all of the companies. Y'all can always go to this website. And if you're up in the North Dakota area, man, North Dakota has great information, bro. They really do. Cost of living information based on location, other general governmental support. When you get outside the box, and that 30,000 is kind of the average for that state. When you get outside the Bakken and the oil field related work. But let's get off of here. We already talked about the Williston Job Fair. But while we're already here, we're going to go look at 58801, which is the area code for Williston, North Dakota, Oilfield. And let's just see what they got going on. Oilfield positions, Williston, experience cleaning drifts, hands, and casers. Wyoming Casing, so that's another company. They'll probably hire you without experience as long as you can go there and work. But Wyoming Casing, it might be a crapshoot if they're organized. I don't know. Dakota Pipe Inspection. Anytime you see anything that says pipe inspection, you're going to work. But hell, they talking about $30 an hour to do pipe inspection. Wait, oil field operators. Wait a minute. Seeking operators with loader experience will assist readying casing pipe for installation on wheel. Okay. Okay, you actually gonna be operating something. You're not just the laborers. Spec Tech, CDL, field location, blah blah blah. Pipe, perform basic maintenance, blah blah blah. Didn't say how much. Trying to think of what else. What else is on here? A transloader. That's not a bad job if you live in that area, being a transloader. If you see anything that says work over rig, well services, once again, Dare can. Mo well services out there in White Earth. That's the middle of nowhere. But just go on here, North Dakota Jobs, Indeed, Job Seeker Services. That's the website. Like I said before, if you're on my YouTube channel, over here on the right, please hit that like and subscribe button right here where it says Bakken Oilfield Jobs. You'll click that sucker and it'll bring you right to this website if you're looking at work in North Dakota. Come on, man, load up. There we go. and it's got some other stuff on there, and pretty much anything else you could possibly need is on here somewhere, including more information about North Dakota and so on and so forth. Anyway, it's time we get to some job searching. This right here is what I operated when I was doing coil tubing. That's my fluid pump. There's a video on my YouTube channel. You can see what that looks like and the pointers on operating it. Since we're already talking about Williston Oilfield. And if you see right here where it says page, one of 393 jobs. So if you don't have any oil field experience, that means at least 50 of those jobs are for you. Field service technician, Credence Energy. You know what? Okay, experience level. Let's go to 0. It says no experience required. What? Hey, anybody watching this right now? You see right there where it says Liberty Oilfield Services. Go apply. Even if you don't want to work there, go apply. Go apply. Go apply. Go apply. Field lube technician. What else? You all Liberty Oilfield Services. When you apply at Liberty, you go to their website, you fill out the little pre-fill out thing, send them your resume. Liberty works a lot quicker if you know somebody that works there, and you can get them to pull your your resume. But apply here, right here, big old letters. Liberty Oilfield Services. Hell yeah, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. And they pay you, I think you get $700 for your week off or something like that. It might be more than that by now. Semi truck washer, 1, 2, 3, clean LC. G style. What G style doing? Casing hands now? Black Hawk Energy Services. Floor hand. Like if you see something say floor hand, that's usually gonna be entry level people. You can get in the door, at least get started in the oil field. Elwood Staffing, y'all some garbage, man. Ain't never called me one time. Let's see, no experience required. 260 entry level jobs in North Dakota. So there's opportunities out here, man. They are out here. Let's see. Once again, warehouse worker number 1, maintenance parts, Williston, North Dakota. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know the rotation for if you're working in the yard, like a full-time working in the yard, but I know Cal Frac hiring? What? Frac operator. Wait a minute. Which frac operator are they talking about? Hold on a second. Because I don't know if this is, because it says 80 to 130, but they might mean the treater, which is the supervisor guy. The payroll compensation based on experience and credentials, 80,000 to 130,000 your first year, depending on experience. Up to 1,500 a month for travel paid to rotating employees. I might be leaving, but it won't be the Calfrac. Hold on a minute, because if Calfrac is paying that, That's probably why one of my coworkers was like, "Hey, Jerry, you know, going back over here." I got a message from a coworker said he was going back. I'm like, "Hey, what?" Because I know we were talking before, like, he was thinking about going back. Who is that? Is that Trucker with Ty? What man? Hold on, man. Trucker with Ty, what's up, man? You chilling or what? Hold on a minute. Because if you chilling, I don't know if you chilling, everything going good, or if you got some live time to update what's going on. Uh, I think I told you over the phone how to download that video. But hold on a second. Hold on, Chuck. Hold on. Trucking with Ty. Hold on a second. I think that's the right one. I don't know how to get that off of here, but we'll get this ball rolling either way. Either way, we'll get this ball rolling. Going back OTR Tuesday. Trucking with Ty says I'm going back OTR Tuesday. I hear you, man. That's all. That's the whole purpose and point, man, of having your own, running your own. You can take off when you want to. Don't don't pull no Jerry's and take 2 months off. But I hadn't planned on taking that much time off. It just kind of turned out that way. Private. Okay. Uh, apply. How to apply from Canada? It's gonna be about the same. Okay, hold on just a second. Okay, I see you. I see you. Okay.
Yo, what's up,
Um,
man?
what's up, man? Hold on. Damn. I need to get some headphones.
What?
Cause like I can hear you on my phone, but trying to think.
Man, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this Omaha, Nebraska thing. You didn't even tell me you was taking something quick and coming back.
Oh no, that happened while I was up there. That happened like right before I went and got my trailer.
Oh, okay.
Cause that was my very last load, my second to last load before I got the load to come down to Texas to go get my trailer. And dude, as I got into the parking lot, because when I picked up the load, they didn't tell me that they were looking for a straight truck. I just picked the load up, and then like when they loaded the stuff on, I was like, y'all know I ain't got no pallet jack, right? And they didn't say nothing about needing a pallet jack. And not only that, they loaded it was like some fixture stuff that goes in a hotel. So I had to push this stuff in the trailer all the way to the front. But luckily, it was some dudes that were doing the construction work, remodeling the hotel to help me push the stuff out the trailer. Cause bro, that stuff was heavy.
I bet.
So hey, that's one of them. Anytime you see a good paying load and ain't nobody else picked it up, it's
Yeah,
a reason why.
there's a reason why. Bro, tell me why last, what was this? When I delivered that load? Friday? Man, I dang near the load. You was right. I picked up with the flatbed, the load shifted. I was making a turn at
Yeah,
the delivery, bro. I almost flipped the whole trailer over.
man, and you
Luckily,
you
it didn't
also
because the kingpin was
yeah.
still locked around the trailer. So all I had to do was like straighten the wheel back out. But I thought it was over, bro.
When it comes to flatbed, whether you're an owner
Because
operator
it was too much
or
weight. The way it shifted,
yeah,
it was too much. It shifted to the right. I was turning right. So
yeah,
all that weight, bro, I thought it was over. I was like, bro, they about to file a claim. This stuff about to fall off this trailer. And what's so crazy is I was gonna unstrap, then back into the little loading unloading area. Thank God I left the straps on, or definitely would have been a bad day.
dude. Because whenever it comes to flatbed, um, you decide how they load it. If they load some stuff and it don't look right, especially anything that's like solid metal, like something with some weight, tell them, hey, you want this on the front, you want this on the back, or you want this in the middle, and like if it's lighter stuff, tell them to put that on top. Because you're gonna have to tell them, like you're gonna have to let them know, okay, you want it loaded this way, because you're gonna have to drive with it, just like you said. That
Well,
truck almost rolling, bro.
that's what I'm gonna tell my guy. He actually start Tuesday.
Man, this dude, man, gonna have like 5 or 6 drives. Watch this.
Bro, I'm trying. I'm working on it. Yeah, he leave Tuesday, bro. We got the whole situation I told you about handled, and you know, he gonna be rolling out on Tuesday, bro. So
Man, that's the biggest thing, bro. You're growing in the direction that you want to grow in, and you're accomplishing what you want to accomplish, and you're getting where you're trying to get to.
yeah, we'll just see. This is where the real work begins, man.
Hey, man, all it is keeping the driver rolling, so that the driver can stay busy. Because as long as drivers are staying busy with some money and some income coming in, they won't be so quick to start looking elsewhere. But like stuff start getting slow. Anybody with a CDL, they start looking left, they start looking right.
Right. I'm just curious to see how that truck roll. I got everything done to it, bro. I got 2 steers on Friday. I got 2 brand new steers, 1 new drive, 2 new brake shoes on the front, 1 new brake shoe on the back, oil change, all the filters. I got, yeah, so now it's just pretty much, I got an ABS problem I need to get fixed on that truck, actually. I'm thinking it's just like a wire electrical thing and not the actual like sensor.
Is
But
it the ABS through the is it the ABS through the trailer?
no, to the truck.
Okay.
And all the Jake brakes and stuff still work, so I don't know. I had to add some Freon too. I added some Freon today, and I was blowing out ice cold.
Dude,
Oh,
man, dude, that's how I had that heat stroke over there in Texas. The air conditioner stopped working, and I'm sitting there like, man, I'm gonna keep driving. I'm gonna keep driving. Dude, about that third day, the well was down, and I'd already backed to the silos. So we just sitting there, the middle of the day in Texas. It was like 100 something degrees, and it was I had one or two options. I could either sit there in the truck and be hot, or I could just sit outside. So I just sat outside,
mm.
and it was cool outside. Then it wasn't that truck. Oh yeah, and I ran out of water.
Yeah, you gotta have that little antifreeze. I always have a thing of antifreeze on you, man.
Well, man, the thing was, I had bought some before I had left the house, dude.
I left the doggone can at the house. That's 800 miles away. And then, man, when it happened, man, I was looking for it. I'm like, man, I know about this can. I know about this can. And I'm like, ain't no way I left this can at the house. Because I know I had it in my hand. Yeah, I had it in my hand. And then I set it right there on the shelf before I closed the door and locked the door and left.
Oh yeah, bro. I got in contact with that tax lady.
Yeah,
I'm a connect with her. She took the time to speak to me about, 30, 40 minutes. I told her about my particular situation, and she's gonna get back with me, and I'm gonna let you know how she is and whether I like her. Her services on a month to month basis, or she said you can do it annually. She got like 3 packages
yeah.
of different services and stuff like that. She also do your bookkeeping and all that stuff. But I'm gonna let you know, and if she does some good work, man, I'm gonna pass you her information.
All right, because that's one thing I know. I wish I
Because
had a tip. Huh?
I was gonna say, bro, she gave some game, and I'm about to give some game on this live. So I have my corporate job, and I took that to fund my business, right?
Yeah,
She says that all I have to do is write up a contract between myself and my business saying I loaned my business the money. Now, if I want to recoup that money back for my personal side, my business can repay me back the loan without having to pay taxes
yeah.
on
That's
what.
kind of like what I was talking about. When I was explaining it in a different way, like yeah, like that.
And that's what made me want to go with her because she didn't even have to tell me. It's other stuff she told me that she didn't have to tell me until I paid. But
Yeah,
the fact that she told me some stuff and you know what I'm saying, that made me want to, okay, like, yeah, you told me this for free. I want to
yeah,
know what you know
yeah,
if I paid you. So
yeah.
uh, like I said, we'll see what happened, man. She said she worked with clients out of state. All that. Represent you if you ever get an audit. She'll do all that. So I'll be sure to pass her information to you, bro.
All right, because you definitely want to find out what you can and can't write off, what you can and can't use as an expense.
Right. I mean,
And
according to her, bro, anything business related can be written off. It don't matter.
I was thinking the same
She's
thing,
so
which is
she's so gangster, bro, that she said I can write up the contract saying that my business will charge my business 2%, 3% interest, and pay myself. The interest can be non-taxed as well. Right? Did you think about that?
I just did the way you said that. I'm like, hey man, hey man, this business game is deep, bro. It's deep, bro. Hey, hold on a minute. I gotta go through these comments for a second. Uh, shout out to shout out to Trucking with Ty. Y'all guys can check him out on YouTube for more trucking videos and check out his blogs and what he's got going on. He's got truck maintenance. He's got driving videos. He's got owner operator videos and experiences in the trucking world and growing his trucking company. So when you guys get a chance, check out Trucking with Ty. And I'm pretty sure you can click their little Trucking with Ty profile, and it should take you right to his YouTube channel. And shout out to James Watkins, how to apply from Canada, the same way you apply from the U.S. Man, go online and fill out the application, and I'll just make sure you let them know that you're in Canada. And James Watkins, if you're in Canada, apply at CalFrac. They ain't gonna pay you the same thing in Canada that they'll pay you in the United States. Just so you know. Uh, unapologetic instructors. What's up, bro? What's up, dude? Who else? Pop Tart Girl Trucking says, hit that like button, please. Appreciate that. Ghost Town Bullies. That's a little truck symbol driving fast. Lacrone Trucking and Home Services. 14 and 14 is the only thing that would get me from fuel hauling to oil field. Hey, Liberty Oilfield Services is 14 and 14. And I can't remember, but if you look over here, 53 to 79,000 a year. That's for their warehouse. I'm pretty sure that frac guys make more than that. But I was looking at that cow frac. But cow frac is going to be 14 and a 7 for their rotation. If I'm not, yep, 14 days on, 7 days off. But they say they pay $1,500 a month for travel paid to rotating employees, up to $1,500 a month. So entry level base, they're probably gonna give you 700, 700 starting out as a new employee there. That sounds about right. 40 days per day per diem on top of what you make hourly. Let's see. I think I ran through all the comments real quick. Pop Targon Trucker says grilling out tomorrow from home. No truck stop grilling or way station grilling videos. I hadn't thought about grilling at the way station. I just try to stay away from them as much as I possibly can.
Man, I actually got a wait. That's my next video coming up where I got stopped at the wait station.
Hey, did you volunteer to get a inspection while you were there?
Man, no, man, because I would have failed it, man, because you just got to watch the video, man. When I upload it, I'm going to upload it tomorrow, bro. You see what happened. I actually got stopped again 2 weeks ago at the weigh station, and that time I got a citation.
Man.
I don't know if I told you that, man. Yeah, I got stopped at the weigh station, man. They gave me a citation, man. My tanners was too far back. They said, no, they was too far forward. They was too far forward, bro. They said I was overweight, bro, by like 3,000 pounds, man. They gave me a $164 citation. I said, I can't just slide my tandems back. They said, nope, you're going to go ahead and take the citation.
Oh, no, bro. It's like, hey, that's why, I just drive down the road. I just drive down the road. I know what you're talking about, but I just drive down the road.
Hey, that's what happened the last time, right? And what happened?
Yeah, you got a point. Hey, I thought I was gone too, bro. I thought I was gone. Hey, nigga said first, I'm like, oh man, he must be chasing somebody. Then when he didn't go around me, I was like, no, man, dude, pull up on me. So, were you planning on stopping? I hadn't planned on it until you got behind me. You didn't see the weight scale back there? Big old bright lights, you can't miss it. Oh no, it was like, yeah, you saw it. You just turn on right around. I'll be up there when you get there. It's one of those. It's just one of those. Let me get through these comments real quick before we Pop Talk Trigger said about the real outside $500 for the week off after you're 14. Never had travel paid over 600 miles away. So Lacron Trucking, you saying $500 for the week off at Liberty? So they pay you $500 for 1 week, or is that $500 for each week? And when it came to the bill, the video I made about the bills, I had just replaced that bill, probably a year or maybe less than a year. So that bill was practically new. Not only that, I bought the heavy duty bill, like the green bill. And I keep an extra one in there now, which the bill that I had put on was my extra bill. I had replaced a year ago, but it's like somebody told me about the common sections, the chilled bills. You can get the heavy duty, but you can get the cheaper. It don't make a difference. It's gonna heat up either way. And yes, there is money to be made in
in trucking. Pop chart trucking said it right. Trucking is a dirty game, not for the weak, only the strong. Because yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in trucking right now. Because these rates across the board should be higher. But that also brings up a good point that our own operator told me years ago, back when I first started driving. And this was before all of this stuff got the way it is now. All they're trying to do is push out the small operators. Because the small operator, after a while, you're going to get to looking at the numbers and say, you know what? This ain't worth this. Just like a coworker I know. It's like, man, you know, he's looking at the numbers, he's looking at what he's making. He's like, screw this, man. I go back and work in the oil field. And I'm like, bro, I hear you. And I'm looking at what I was looking at earlier with one of the companies that quite a few guys I know have worked at, and what they're paying. I'm like, go back and do that. I like doing oil field stuff, and I like driving anyway. That's kind of what kept me in the oil field. I didn't have to drive that much. But Pop-Tart Trucks has a lot of stuff you can learn online, do your homework. True. So, Tyler, man, what you got coming up on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, man. So pretty much on my YouTube channel, I'm still banging out these vlogs. They're a couple months old, but like I said, this next one I'm gonna post tomorrow. Just another day in the life. Me picking up a load, taking it down to Florida, getting pulled into that weigh station. The result of that, and then like I say, just getting this second unit and the second trailer. I got those videos coming up. The whole process on that, and also doing a video on when it comes to hiring drivers and things like that. Stuff that you got to get ready and prep for the driver. You know what I'm saying? Or in general, even if you are on an operator and you're just by yourself and you're just running one truck by yourself, things that you want to get done to a truck that you just brought. Because whether it's a 2022 or it's a 1995, something's always going to need to be done on that truck. So.
And because it's the same thing with other frac sand. The thing is, I'd already talked to people before I went out there. I can't remember this one dude's name. He's out there near Branch, Mississippi. He had his truck out there doing frac sand. Then he brought it back over and he started doing Amazon. I think he's still doing Amazon contracts now. And he was telling me that's what made him leave the oil field. That's what made him leave. That's what made him leave West Texas. He was just beating his truck up, and dude, I saw it firsthand. The roads are worse than North Dakota. North Dakota, it's dirt. So, you know, driving on it will smooth it out to a point. But at least North Dakota, they will grade the dirt roads. And in Texas, it's like you'll be on the dirt roads, but it really ain't the dirt roads that be beating your truck up as bad. It's really the paved roads that just blow out. And yep, Larry, I own truck and pneumatic trailer.
We do it all, Larry.
Yep.
Dry van, flatbed, pneumatic, sandbox.
As long as it's paying money,
As long as it's paying money, I'll get into it. Like I say, I actually really already got my driver set up for next week, honestly. If these loads still be on the board because it's the weekend and everything like that, holiday weekend and Labor Day weekend, and from Tuesday to Friday, I already got like $6,600 lined up.
And then all the driver got to do is just
drive, and not just off of 4 days. And all those loads are averaging over $4 a mile. So.
With flatbed?
Yeah, flatbed. Yeah. So actually, I took a picture. one.
Tyler.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, I was going.
Yeah, good man. You going out again? Yeah, good. Tyler disappeared again.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Now I hear you.
Okay, yeah, I was saying, what I have for the week, Georgia to Tennessee. Georgia to Tennessee is like 212 miles. The book now rate is 1,200. So I know that's negotiable. Then from there, I seen one from Tennessee to, hold on, Tennessee to Ohio, that's only 330 miles. The book now for that is 1,500. We got Ohio back to Tennessee. That's another 300 miles. The book now is 1,600. And then from Tennessee down to Panama City, Florida, the book now is 1,750, but that's only on 467 miles. So again, whenever you see a book now rate, everybody knows it's negotiable.
Yeah.
So I mean, all those lows is well over $4 a mile, and that's just 4 days. So like you say, man, it's just, and that's another thing too. Tricky thing about. So I got a video about that coming out as well. The difference between a company driver, owner operator, and somebody got your own authority. When you're a company driver, you're chasing after the gross. When you're owner operator, your mindset got to start
Yeah.
changing. Your mindset got
Yeah.
to start changing. Like, yo, okay, if you gross 15, well, that's not realistic for dry van. Let's just say you gross 10,000 a week for dry van, but if you only keep 3,000 of it, then you ain't doing something right. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
um, they got to be a happy medium when it comes to these drivers, bro. They want to have a high grossing week, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you have a high rate per mile.
Yep.
So, it got to be a happy medium. So, like I say, for me, man, I'm shooting for $4 a mile, nothing less than that. I should be able to get that. I mean, driving, I've been doing nothing less than like 340, 350 a mile. So,
Because I want to say to Marty Saint Amour. I mean, I might still.
We might still be doing this live, bro. Just check back in a little bit, and like Pop Talk on the truck and says doing all that cheap freight.
wait, what happened?
And I was reading out the comments, and
Somebody said don't take that cheap freight.
Yeah.
cause hey, you already know, bro. You done seen some of this stuff. I done seen some of this stuff over there. I'm like, how in the world, man, are they hauling that stuff? But I figure if it's a mega carrier, and the mega carrier has to keep that truck moving. That truck making $1.50
That's
amount of
all it
stuff.
is, bro. They got to keep it moving.
Yeah,
So,
it's
Something coming in.
versus nothing.
but you got to think about it. Some of these owner operators are they just dumb like that, bro. I talked to this one guy, man, and he was just like, he all he does is convoy. He's like, yeah, convoy has the thing where you can use their trailer, take the load to Florida, and then get something coming back. Well, first of all, there ain't nothing comes out of Florida, and if it does come out of Florida, you basically gonna be under $2 a mile. So
Yeah,
not only are you taking something down there for cheap because you don't have your own trailer, but now you also taking something back up for cheap because it's Florida. Like sometimes it don't always be the mega carriers, man. It be the inexperienced people out here that just went out and got a truck, bro, and
Yep.
think they're a business owner, and that's not the case.
Yep. Plus tolls. Plus going through scales. We ain't even added fuel into it. Cause hey, if it wasn't for fuel, okay, let's say fuel. Fuel was
I was
about
gonna
half.
say I just dropped $1,600 on 2 steer tires and a draw tire. Like
Man,
$1,600, man.
yeah, everything going up except for the race. Everything, fuel going up, tires going up.
I don't know. Well, I will say, bro, fuel done went down at least where I'm at.
Yeah, because it's for something.
It went back up though. It was 430, and then I got back in town, bro, and it shot back up to 450.
I figure it's gonna take a minute, as we start transitioning fall, going into winter. It should die down some. It might pick back up a little bit from when the holiday driving season comes around.
Right, all that turkey, all that Halloween turkey. Hey, man, I got a goal I'm trying to hit by the end of the year, bro. I just got to make what is it? I got to make $70,000 more dollars. I don't hit my goal by the end of the year.
Wait a minute,
So
you talking about
these
grossing it or netting it?
grossing, but again,
Okay.
it's about what you net. But I know the way I run my business, I know what I gross is also going to be good on the net side. Because again, like you said, I don't take cheap freight unless my mama dying in the hospital and I got to get back.
Yeah.
Like it's been a situation where I done sat all day before. I chose to
Dude, I
sit.
have too.
I'll sit all day. I call back the next day. Hey, that low still on the board.
And dude, I've sat there doing the same thing, but I also had to learn it can work out sometimes, and then sometimes it can not work out because it's an area up there east of Nashville.
Memphis? Oh, East. My bad.
Yeah.
You said
I think it's like the first major town you get to. It's kind of up on a hill, and there's
Knoxville?
about where?
Knoxville? You're about to say Knoxville don't got no freight. I think I know where you about to go with this though.
Yeah, it's over there in that area because I had a good paying load going in there. Then I had booked another load, but I had to drive 30 miles to go pick it up. And when I get there, they're like, "Yeah, somebody else had already picked up your Amazon load." Which if you ever haul for Amazon load, if you ever haul for Amazon, everybody pretty much know it's gonna happen to you. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. It's gonna happen to you. And I done ran into plenty of drivers and owner operators. Man, I got here, man, and they said somebody took my load. Oh, is it your first time?
I'm about to say, man, I need to hop on with Amazon too because the holidays is coming up. I need to see
Man,
what they're about.
I've been looking at them. As long as you keep your score high
Hmm?
with Amazon, I can't remember what they call it. Your performance score thing. As long as you keep it high, you can see all the loads and stuff. I'm pretty sure mine is low because I ain't hauled no load for them in probably in over 6 months.
Probably, bro. I mean, I haven't ran a load with them at all, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get.
Because you got them, Uber Freight is another click freight company. So Uber's getting a percentage off the top, and you'll never know what that load is actually paying. Even if that load's paying $4 a mile, you don't know what they making on top of it.
Man, Uber Freight been tripping lately, at least for me. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Overall, it seemed like the loads just been real scarce lately. But Uber
Um,
Freight haven't been wanting to anything over like 200 miles. Uber Freight not even trying to push 330, 340 a mile. Like I don't know what they on lately.
Man, it's like Pop Tart go on truck and said up here in the comments. These brokers are gonna keep on doing it as long as the trash man around. Hey, you ever watch SoCal Live?
No, I haven't.
Okay. I know he's another YouTuber, man. He got a fleet of trucks out in California, but I think he runs everywhere. And like he be dropping some trucking knowledge and game, man. Oh yeah, now I totally forgot we're supposed to be talking about some oil field related stuff. I got all on a whole different tangent. But I
Yeah.
think I think I've given out enough oil field knowledge, what to look for, where to look for that. You can also look for oil field jobs over in West Texas, Shreveport, San Antonio, West Virginia. Liberty's hiring. BJ Energy Solutions is hiring. Liberty's hiring in Shreveport. Bam, right there.
Hey man, really, bro?
What?
I can't wait to see what this flatbed do, bro. Cause I don't know if you know, his name is Hot Shot Benny. Him and his dad be doing a hot shot, but they just got into a semi, and he showed the Raycon, bro. They just got a flatbed load, bro. $12,000 to go 1,000 miles. I don't
Yeah,
know if
'cause
this was some military grit. I don't know, bro, but
the
dang.
loads are playing. The loads are paying because everybody's doing driving.
And that's exactly why I got. Well, I'm still in driving, but like I say, the next truck gonna be another flatbed.
And you know what? I'm thinking about swapping out my dry van for a flatbed because Chandler got the flatbed, and Chandler told me he want to go back to doing logs, but it been raining so much that he really ain't been logging like that. Like when it rained for like almost a week and a half.
Yeah.
So
Hey man, we can do what old boy in Nashville doing. Have us a fleet of flatbeds and like, hey, y'all want this stuff moved? We can all move it for you.
yeah,
$10 a
hey,
week.
hey, hey man. So tell him, yeah, I got multiple trucks. We can do that. I can put more trucks on it. What you want to do? It's all on how you word it.
Yeah, so I'll let you know though. I got a feeling it is about to start slowing down though for the flatbed because it is getting cold. But like I
Man,
said,
run that.
my main goal until it gets back to springtime is make sure I get good enough freight. Like you say, make that driver happy, make my dude happy, make sure he getting paid, and making sure I'm making a decent profit. You know.
Hey, and also one of the biggest thing is you can just swap them out. Like, hey, okay, ain't nothing coming up with the flatbed, but hey, we got this right here going on with
And
the
I can,
driver, and
yeah,
I can
and you're
swap
right.
it
I
out.
can do that because as a boss, you got to take a L, man. You got to take a loss sometimes, man, just to keep you guys happy. So you're right. If it's slow and flatbed, I start doing the flatbed runs and switch them out to driving.
Yep. And man, make sure you're sending out them emails to customers, carriers, filling out them carrier packets because there's a diamond in the rough. You just gotta find that sucker and get in and make contact, bro.
Right.
Marty is saying no more. No, you don't need a PTO for a log truck. Log truck, you just truck and trailer. That's it.
Yeah. I was gonna say, man, how does that log stuff do work? Like, does he have a broker he go through, or a logging company Chandler goes through, or how does that
Oh
work?
no, oh no, you just he been doing it so long. He just makes a phone call. Hey, where y'all logging at? You know, because I think he been doing it for 10 plus years. So he already knows, a number of crew companies that do logging and do forestry. Because the way
Mm.
he explained it to me is you have the mills, and the mills will have you go pick up logs from one area, bring them over to the mill, and then you'll do that. And then you got the guys that go out in the woods and take the logs from the woods to the mill or to or to the logging yard. Like they have big logging yards where they'll store uh the trees at. And then sometimes you have big logging yards there. And then let's say if the mill is full, they'll store all the logs at the yard. And then as they start needing them, they'll have drivers pick some up from the yard, bring them over to the mill, and refill up the mill supply. Because you got to think about it. This is wood all over the world. They selling this stuff in the United States, Australia, everywhere you could think of. They shipping this stuff everywhere.
Right, that makes sense.
Because I've been kind of floating the idea around, but the other truck would be something I try that with instead of uh instead of that white truck, because the other truck's kind of it's older, so like, hey, if I beat the heck out of it, why not? Which I thought of taking it over to Texas, but the white truck is more comfortable to be in. Pop Tart Gun Trucking. Thanks for thanks for hanging out on this live today. Also, shout out to Marty Saint Amour and Larry and
Right. I
hold
was
on
gonna
one
say,
second.
man, I gotta jump myself, man.
Okay, it's all good, bro. Man, do your thing, bro. Hey, and you guys check out Trucking with Ty for more trucking videos, blogs. He's gonna be dropping more videos. He's got something to drop coming up in the next couple of days, and check out his adventures, good times, and things that he's learning and things that he can share with you guys. And as he learns it, he's gonna share it along with you guys as y'all follow him on his journey.
Right. All right, man. I'm gonna talk to you soon. Okay.
All right, man, do your thing, bro. I'll holler at you later.
All right, man.
Yeah. And for all the rest of you guys, we were talking about some oil field related stuff. And make sure you guys check out Pop Tart Gone Trucking. Check out her YouTube channel. She's been a female trucker and she's been trucking for a while, man. Pop Tart Gone Trucking has been trucking for a while. I think she's been a subscriber for a while. So check her out. I don't know if Larry has a YouTube channel. I have to check it when I get off of here. And if Lacrone Trucking and Home Services, Lacrone Trucking, do y'all move trailers like house trailers? Trying to make sure I gave a shout out. I said Ghost Time Bullies, said shout out. Unapologetic instructors. Unapologetic instructors. Wait a minute. Yeah, I remember you guys. I totally forgot. I totally forgot. I think I was on you guys' live one time. Doggone it, I can't click on to see who y'all are. Or to see you guys' profile, but it's all good. James Watkins, thank you for showing up. Kyle Lagear, he said, what's the name of the positions you can go for with a fresh CDL, frac, Liberty Oilfield Services, and Cal Frac? And I think we've covered everything a pretty good bit. We're an hour and 38 minutes into this live video. And you guys can rewind this. I went through everything from the job fairs to from the job fairs in North Dakota, the job fairs in West Texas. You go to Permian Basin events, or just I'll go back to the video and you'll see it. I think I pretty much covered everything. The only other thing I'm really going to talk about is what I did in the oil field. And of course, before I do that, I probably need to change the screen real quick. So hold on just a second. But yeah. Give me just a second so I can get this other screen up and that's it right there. All right, that's the other screen I was looking at. All right, this right here is what I did in the oil field. It's called coil tubing. This is what I absolutely, and like I said, give me a second because I'm looking at this on my big screen TV, and I know you guys are looking at this on your cell phones or whatever else. So it kind of takes a minute for me to get it to look the way I want it to look on this big old TV. And get everything arranged the way I need it to be. This is what I did in the oil field. Coil tubing. And it was awesome. This right here is your injector. Sometimes you have to climb up on this thing, change the pads. You're gonna see what those are. Your BOP, that's your blowout preventer. Your power pack, that's your lines running up to your hydraulics going to your injector. This is your pipe. Somebody once asked me what is coil tubing. This right here is coil tubing. Somewhere outside the picture, you can't see there's a pump truck. And I don't see the iron going to the coil tubing unit. This is the reel, this round part. If you're ever in West Texas, North Dakota, any place that has an oil field, you'll see these going up and down the road from time to time. This is the coil cap controls. They do make these differently. Some of them are all in ones. This is all in one. So you have the coil control cab, the reel, and everything is all on one truck. Some of these are separate. And you can see on this truck, this is the injector rack. When they pick this right here up with a crane, they pick it up out of this rack. They put it back, they put it back on the rack. This coil gets sucked back in, and that's how they transport it. Which I'm looking at this, it definitely looks like they're missing some axles on this sucker. Because this is heavy. This entire unit and that injector is heavy. These right here are your these are like your blocks. You have to change these out, check these, check the pads, check the shims and all that kind of stuff. And the shims go on your chains. See this green part? That's your chain. So as it's going in, it's pushing the pipe in. There's also hydraulic tensioners to grip the pipe. Like you can dial it in, you can dial it out, add more tension, take more tension off. And like this arrow, it'll push in on the pipe. So it'll hold the pipe in place, keep the pipe from slipping out unless you have something crazy go on, like a pipe parts or something in it, and it tears out that sucker. That's a whole different ball game, and you're probably going to be running for your life. Perfectly explained. Coil tubing is moved in and out of the well by a pair of counter-rotating chains which apply pressure, just like I said, friction to the sides of the tubing, just like it showed in the previous graph. This is the pipe. These right here are the blocks. This is that chain, and these blocks are all the way around this chain, all the way around it. And they're pushing up against this pipe, pushing it in hole, out of hole. And they put a lot of weight on this stuff. That's what the blocks look like. That's what the block actually looks like if you ever do coil tubing. Like they're gonna be a little rusty looking. This is a different kind of block, but that's the chain, just like a chain on a bicycle. But this sucker's huge. This thing is huge, and it weighs a ton. You have to use a crane to pick it up with. And Lacron Trucking says, sorry, just dropped a load of fuel. I have my LLC and DOT number. Haven't done anything with it yet. On Lacron Trucking, man, you just take one, you just take it one step at a time, bro. Make sure that when you get your business going, you're ready to keep it going and you're ready to be as successful as you can and put all of the money back, as much of that money back as you possibly can. What is we were yeah, like I said, these are the blocks. Those those three things you saw up against the pipe, this is what they look like. And if you ever do coil tubing, this is some stuff that you're going to be getting into. And you have to check these too. I mean, your chain components, you have to check them to make sure that these pins are in them, they aren't coming out, they aren't broken. And every so often, you have to replace this entire chain. Like after so many hours of running, you'll end up replacing that entire chain. And like I said, that thing is huge. And it's all driven by hydraulics. Like this is a major kind of exactly how you see this right here working. Ejector head, pushing the stuff down. Like these right here are got it. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, injector heads, you got your inside of your traction. It spins going in or going out. This right here is how you tighten up the traction. Now, all of these controls are inside of the coil cab, and that stuff is on here, but it's more towards the end of the video. That's what an injector actually looks like. That's the bottom part of it. That's the part that the pipe is going to be coming out of. These right here, your pads are going to sit on here. These right here are your blocks. You see how these right here are shaped different? Because they have different kinds of pipe, all different kinds of stuff. The Crown Trucking says, would like to get into crude hauling eventually, might relocate from Illinois to Oklahoma or Texas. I hope you like the heat. I've never worked in Oklahoma, but some guys were trying to get me to go up there because they said there was more work up there at the time. But I figured, nah, I'll hang out here in Texas for a little while. But all of this right here is hydraulic. Don't stick your hand in there, or it will get pinched off. And it shows you a diagram of the injector, the workings of it, the gears, all that kind of stuff. Down here, you got your downpipe going into your brass. Your brass sits about right here. Since brass is a softer metal, when you push steel through it, it doesn't scar up the steel. And that right there is an injector in the air. Hold on just a second. That, give or take, is the capacity of an injector depending on the size of the injector. I can't tell what your profile name is. I cannot pronounce that. But sorry you missed everything, but hey man, I'm still here. You can always back it up and go back through it. But we still going live right now. Also on this injector, there's a weight. There's a weight sensor down here at the bottom so that they can see how much weight they're pushing downhole. And there's usually two. There's one there and there's another one I've only operated a hydro rig. I've never operated a Stewart or a Stevenson. Max pulling of this is 120,000 pounds. You can pick a semi truck and trailer up with this thing. I was told this by a coworker, but I didn't believe it. But I have seen some gnarly stuff happen in the oil field that has made me a believer. I think these are all measurements. This is what kept me working in the oil field. Like, I like stuff like this. Yeah, your load cell weights. Your weight up, your weight down. This was the first job or anything that I ever did in the oil field. I absolutely loved it. All of this stuff about it, learning all this stuff, how it operates, what works, the names of stuff. Yeah. Because also with these, you have to reset these every so often, but you have to do it before you start running any pipe in it and get it all zeroed out. And you also have to make sure it's balanced, like it's not in there crooked. This is going to be on the inside of the cab controls. And you're going to learn all about this stuff right here. The angles, the different sizes of pipe, rollers. You got to grease these things. All of this stuff makes a difference. How these things can get out of line, and how you have to keep them adjusted. All of this piping, like you have to know this stuff. You have to know when you put it in. You have to keep an eye on it, make sure it's not leaking. All of that stuff goes into it. That's why it's a career, guys. As a ground guy, you're gonna be watching all this stuff. You're gonna be walking by, looking at it, making sure nothing's leaking, making sure you're not hearing nothing suspicious that doesn't sound right. You've heard me talk about that in other oil field videos. When you're the ground boss or the ground guy or the what's another name for it, you're gonna be walking around looking and inspecting stuff as they're pumping, hearing what's going on, what equipment is doing what. One thing that does suck doing coil tubing is when you have to replace all this iron. When this iron expires and it has to be retested, you got to take all of this loose. Usually, you'll do it all at one time, and then you'll run that iron for a year or so, and then you'll replace it all over again. They'll take all this out, put new tested iron back in it, you'll keep rolling. It sucks, but once you get used to it, it's just a workout. The hardest thing is getting these valves up here, and on the inside of there's a check valve. That sucker is heavy. It's a two-man job to pick it up, but one person can do it. Rotating joint. You're going to be watching these suckers because after so long, they're going to leak and it's going to have to be replaced. Hopefully, your company's going to be replacing these, depending on how often they're using this reel, once every year, a year and a half. Because you ain't trying to do this right here out on location. I'm telling you right now. That is a pain to get that sucker out of there. What up, Charles Lowe? Hello, Mr. North Dakota. Williston seeps out of your very pores, man. Hey, man. If it wasn't for Williston, North Dakota, and the Bakken, man, I wouldn't know nothing about the oil field. That's another thing I got to. If you guys have seen the movie, Deepwater Horizon, I would have never known what they were talking about in that movie if I had never worked in the oil field. But working in the oil field and watching that movie, I knew exactly what they were talking about.
which is kind of cool because there's not a lot of oil field movies out there. There Will Be Blood is one of them, and so on and so forth. And I've done this. I've helped drop the ball before. It's a sequence of stuff you have to do. You have to put the ball in there. You have to make sure that the ball goes in. You have to make sure it's turned up the right way, so that when you start back to pumping, the ball actually goes through and it doesn't just sit here or get up here and just sit here. That has happened. We start pumping 30 minutes later, man, this ball hasn't seated. We haven't seen the pressure change. Real manual depth counter. Usually a coil tubing unit is going to have two of these. You're going to have a manual one up on the reel, and they're going to have a digital one that's going to be running that cable. You see it running into the coil tubing cab. Mechanical depth counter. Some of them have them on the injector, and some of them have them on the reel. But it all depends. If it's a one-piece unit, they're just going to have one mechanical, but they do swap these out. So they may have this injector with one unit, but you can swap that injector out for another unit, and so forth. This right here is called your stripper. What it does is there's a neoprene, I guess you can call it a neoprene disc that you put together. Let's see if they show a picture of it. And it goes up in here, and you have to put it together, and then you close the doors, bring your, I think it's called your ram. I can't remember. You bring it down over the doors when they're closed. Make sure that the pipe goes through it, and that the neoprene doesn't get bent off. And that helps keep your fluid and your lubricating oil and stuff like that inside your injector and your lubricators. That's what these right here are. They're called lubricators. Stuffing box. That's not bad. Stuffing box in, stuffing box out, and that's where you put your stripper in. You ever watched the Over documentary? Yep, and actually I met some of them people when I was up there. I actually met some of those people when I was up there. I saw the dude in Cash Wise grocery store a couple times, and some of the people that were in the like the people that were in the video in the documentary throughout. I seen quite a few people there at the command center, and I can't remember his name. Red truck. He lived outside the command center for the longest. Wayne. Oh, Wayne. I think Wayne's in that video. And I think Wayne's in one of my videos. I know Sean White's. He was in the overnighters. I know he's in one of my videos. Sean White's in like 3 different videos. Yep, this is it. This is exactly what it looks like. Some of your strippers are going to be different from others. Some of them are going to look like this. Some of them they're going to be flat. But it all depends on what you're doing with it and what kind of pipe you're using. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the brass. See, brass is a softer metal, so your pipe will go through that first, and that's like the first stiff thing that's holding it, and then it's just going through Teflon. That's what I'm thinking about. Because your Teflon goes on the top, Teflon goes on the bottom. Yeah, that's right. Teflon on the top, Teflon on the bottom. These are the ones we use. So this is what I'm more familiar with. These seals that we had, they weren't like this. They weren't that kind of Teflon. It was just like a rubber O-ring that we put on there. And yeah, when they're junk, that's what they look like. Because after running in them for so long, the heat will build up and it'll just wear out that inside. You have to replace those. Somebody will open a man basket 100 feet or so up in the air. your BOP is set up. Some of them it only have threading. It just depends on the company and what they call it, what they're paying. Guys, it's been great hanging out with y'all. My phone's about to go dead, so yeah, but I've had to do this right here plenty of times. Replace each one of these. After so long, you got to replace them. Some companies and customers that you go work for, they require you to replace all of these and test your BOP before you even bring it out to home, bring it out to location. And that's what some of them do. It'll grab the pipe and hold it. So if you have a blowout, they'll hold that pipe in place. Anyway, let's get towards the end real quick before my phone dies. This is what the inside controls look like. That's a CTU CAD control, but all of them don't look the same. That's your power unit for your hydraulics. These are your controls inside of your cab. And this looks like a 2. No, that's a 1. That's a 1. That's a 1. But yeah, this is just some of the stuff that's in Coil too. And this is why I did Coil too for so long. This stuff is awesome. And like, this stuff is just pure awesome. Even though the stuff we had was more up to date, this stuff right here is actually that's equipment, but it does pretty much the same thing as the other stuff does. It's just less bells and whistles. This is JP with JP TV 3000 for all your trucking and oilfield videos. We made it past 2 hours on this live, guys. Phone's almost dead. I'll let y'all later. Well, all your trucking and oilfield videos, check out JP TV 3000 on YouTube. Peace.